Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. Well, as you just read in the title, today I am going to show you a set of video clips that will definitively and once and for all prove that there are objects and craft. Not just objects, I think that's too vague here. These are craft that are being intelligently controlled above Earth and in space, as you will see in these coming clips. Now, a lot of our best videos, evidence-wise, are those that come from the horse's mouth itself, and I am talking about video from objects of ours that are in space, such as the space shuttle. Because there, we have cameras set on Earth showing space that can capture these objects. It's public footage, and it cannot be debunked as with other pieces of footage that may have been captured or sent in from, say, an amateur astronomer or sky watcher. And we've shown you over the past week and months various moments during these space shuttle missions when we have caught these objects moving through space. And I will say it once again, the excuse that NASA and some of these government apologists like to use is that we're seeing nothing but ice crystals or dust particles in front of the camera. And I will say it once again and once and for all, ice crystals and dust particles do not change speeds, and they do not change direction. And we are going to prove this today. And we're going to show you a few clips here. So be sure that you watch this entire video before you make any judgments on this topic of the existence of these craft. So we've shown you a lot of space shuttle footage showing anomalies, structures, UFOs. But there is one particular video clip that is actually seldom spoken about or utilized because of the abundance of evidence that it contains, which is actually quite shocking to me. Now, we usually see footage taken from, say, the STS-48 mission, which happened in 1991. Now, that's pretty old footage, but nonetheless, it's some amazing footage. But what we don't see is more new footage coming from, say, the 2000s. And that's what you're about to see right now, which again is a piece of footage that I am surprised is not as much talked about as the other footage that we have. And it was taken in 2005 from the STS-114 mission. And in this footage that you're about to see, we will definitively prove that there are artificially controlled craft maneuvering out in space above Earth. So watch the video, and we'll come right back in just a moment and continue with this analysis and show you some other amazing pieces of video. So again, what you just saw from the STS-114 mission in 2005 is, the only words I can use to describe it is smoking gun. Because as you're seeing this footage here again, we see this object, we see this craft coming into frame, flying in from the left, flies all the way over to the other side of the frame, left-hand side, and stops dead in its tracks over Earth. It then makes a complete 180-degree curve, defying Newton's laws of motion as we know them and understand them, and flies completely back in the opposite direction over Earth before disappearing out of the right-hand side of the screen. And here is the footage played at triple the speed. And you look at this thing, and you tell me that that's an ice particle or a piece of dust. I mean, this is devastating for those people out there who would deny us the notion that we are not alone in this universe, that we are the only ones here. This completely destroys that notion. We are not alone, and this footage proves it. And I have been preaching this since day one that we started this channel a few years ago. These craft are up there. We are being visited. We have been and are and will continue to be. And coincidentally, we see a second object come into view just as this first UFO makes this sharp 180-degree curve and increases its speed as it finally flies out of sight in the opposite way that it had come. So again, I ask those of you out there who are skeptic to the point of complete denial, and even despite having footage like this, will still say it's not good enough. I mean, short of an alien coming down, landing in your front lawn, stepping out of its saucer, and taking you out for a delicious dinner at Red Lobster, I don't know what more you want. I honestly don't. Do not let your fear of the unknown cause you to be in denial over the question of aliens and UFOs happening in, on, and above, and around, and outside of our planet. Because the proof is right here. And yeah, this may not be 4K HD footage, but the proof, my friends, the proof is in the movement. I could care less what the shape of this object is. That's beside the point. That's counterproductive. What we want to know, and what we want to notice, and what can clearly define this object away from a piece of, say, floating debris or ice, is in the movement, the right-hand turn, the curvature, flying in the opposite way, and increasing speed. Now, the second piece of video that I want to show you is from the STS-48 mission that we were talking about earlier. But again, some very devastating footage captured in Earth orbit during a massive group of thunder and lightning storms that were happening on the Earth at the time the footage was captured. And as you're seeing, we see this object coming in from the lower right corner of the footage of the video, flying in, circular shape, flying over to the left side of the screen, over Earth, and stopping dead in its tracks. And then begins to follow the Earth as it orbits. As the Earth is rotating, we see this object begin rotating at the same speed as the Earth is. So this object is not sitting in front of the camera. It's not some ice particle floating in front of the screen. No, this object comes in, stops, and then locks itself into position over Earth and begins rotating with the Earth at the same speed as the Earth is turning. And as you see, the UFO gets smaller and smaller the more it rotates with the Earth and the farther it gets away from the camera before disappearing over the Earth's horizon. And again, it's just another piece of evidence. I mean, it's amazing. I want you to watch this again. I'm not going to talk, I'm not going to narrate. I just want you to watch this footage one more time and take in everything I've just said, and watch this UFO appear and begin rotating with the Earth. So again, we have documented on this channel the fact that not only are these UFOs above Earth, but that they have a strong attraction to these lightning storms happening on Earth, as if this lightning is a power source for them, a refueling source, if you will. If that is indeed what they are utilizing or attracted to the lightning for, but we do not know exactly why, but we do know they appear during these lightning storms and have a connection to them, as this UFO did in this footage. So the last piece of footage I want to show you is a piece from the STS-48 mission that we featured in our most recent video talking about the ISS footage and the UFOs captured there. And this is no less, again, one of the best pieces of footage that matches up just with the other two perfectly and stands on its own 2 feet in terms of showing these craft maneuvering, making turns, and being artificially controlled. And as you're seeing in this footage, we see this UFO come into frame from the bottom of the screen, comes in flying to the left, and makes a sudden right-hand turn, another right-hand turn, before flying, increasing its speed, and exiting at the top right corner of the frame. Here's the footage again, zoomed in just so you can make sure, just so you can witness this object making the turn. As you're seeing here, comes into frame, makes the turn, and this thing is gone. And all the while, we see various other objects in this footage flying over Earth at various speeds. And what more can I say? I mean, honestly, if you can look at all three of these pieces of footage I've shown you here, offering this proof that these things are moving via artificial control, if there's something more that you need to convince yourself that we are not alone, then maybe this channel isn't for you. Maybe you need to have some sort of religious epiphany. Because short of that, and like I said, short of having an alien take you out to dinner, I don't know what else you want. So I wanted to show you these clips. I wanted to prove once and for all that at least we can say, if we don't know where they're coming from, if we don't know what they look like, if we don't exactly know what type of ships they're in, at least we can say, bar none, without a doubt, that these things are up there and they are being controlled and are maneuvering and moving of their own volition. And I think we've definitely proven that here today. So again, it's all amazing. The STS-114 mission is one of these hidden gems that you don't hear about. And, you know, playing it here once again for you guys, it's some mind-boggling evidence. So if there's ever one single video of ours that we really want you to share, and I know we ask you to share all of them, share this one. Alright guys, get the word out. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends. This is the year of the awakening. And I can see from the amount of subscribers we're getting each month and the interaction we're getting, I can see that people are finally opening their eyes. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and share this video on your way out again, and contact me. My details are in the video description if you have footage of your own or ideas for a future video. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and stay tuned, and we'll have a lot more coming.